Deliberate no-show, so there won't be a meeting.
Yeah. I wonder.
Something else y'all can add on y'all's story.
January call meeting will now come to order. Just want to let y'all know tonight, we cannot talk about any business of the city because we do not have a quorum. But I do want the individuals that signed up to speak, they can speak. And before we get started, I'd like to say a few words to Mr. Herring. Mr. Bill, where you at? Would you stand up, please? Mr. Bill, I just want to tell you thank you for all the service you've done to this city. You're a shining light in the city, Mr. Bill, and I appreciate you, and I know there's a lot of others around me tonight that appreciate what you've done for the city, and I'm sure you'll still be a shining light in our city. God bless you, sir. Anybody who wants to speak
I
about
want
Mr.
to follow up
Harry?
on that too, and that's gonna be part of my thunder. That I was gonna come and do that 2 weeks ago, but I didn't get a chance to recognize Bill, because Bill is very close friends of mine and my family's. I do this right, getting emotional. And we talked a lot and things go, and sometimes I would argue with Bill, Bill would argue with me through the 12 years and even before. And I wanted to let him know, and I appreciate that, Mr. Mayor, that you started it off, because Bill needs to be recognized, and I think we need to even do a little bit more, make sure he gets his dues. Because this right here is hard work, serving for this city, serving for any city. Serving for this city right now is really hard. When you try to want to do the right thing. But Mr. Herring, I know we've talked in church, and I know you congratulated me, and I wanted it in a public eye, public forum, to let you know how much you mean to me and my family. And you'll always be dear to me. And God bless you, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service.
Anyone else want to speak for Mr. Herring? You're more than welcome. Okay, we got our guest speaker, let's see, how about it, Jill Litton, are you here?
If you don't mind, can we still say the pledge?
Oh, yes. Would you lead us in prayer, sir?
I will. Thank you. Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come before you again tonight. We thank you so much for your blessings. Lord, we thank you for the city of Fort Wentworth and all the elected officials who take upon that role. We thank you, Lord, for
Council meeting, tell Miss Linda, and she says, well, I do too. I said, and Miss Butler, she said, well, two of y'all been living here longer than me. I've lived in this city for 61 years, and I love this city as much as anyone. Linda says, I love it as much as you do. I said, well, Linda, I said, no one loves it more. That being said, I've never been so embarrassed in my life last few weeks ago, last time we were all in here. And then I come down here tonight, expecting to do business for the city, and then we can't do business for the city again. It's an atrocity to me to think that we have elected officials who, the mayor, and I know this very well, when the mayor, who is the leader of this city, and does a great job of doing what he does, and he announces a meeting and gives you plenty of time to understand, I counseled 2 meetings to be here because this is the thing I selected to do. And for us not to be able to have a meeting and do the work for the city and pay the bills and do for the site plan and everything else is just, can't say what I want to say. It just makes me so mad. I'm blaring to her on the phone for 30 minutes a day, starting it out, and then I'm thinking of it again. We can't do it again. This has got to stop. This, somewhere along the line, I know I've met with Mayor Norton, I've talked to Mayor Norton several times, I've talked to Linda, and we've got to do it because if we can't do business with the city, and transparency is way up there with me. I said that in a TV interview the other day. You know, we just have to do it transparency and have to do everything the right way and up and above board. I'm going on the record tonight to say that because now I'm a councilman. December, what night was that, the 9th? I was just a citizen. But I am going to work hard with Mayor Norton and Ms. Smith, and we're going to get back this city like it's supposed to be. Like I'm proud to be a part of, like all of y'all are proud to be a part of. And we're going to start doing the right thing. It's going to be a tough road to do, but we're going to get there. Prayers are always welcome. And I know a lot of y'all do with this city. I know our pastor leads it all the time, praying for our city.
Amen.
Because the city needs prayer more than it ever has. And by God, I won't care if anybody don't like me and who don't like me, whatever, but I am not going to sit back and watch my city, our city, fall to do things underhanded, without transparency, and not above board. We always know that there's 6 people here, and if most of the time there's 6 versus 0. And we all know if it's a 4 versus 2 vote, then we have to accept it. The 2 has to accept the 4. But at least we know what we voted on, and you'll know what you voted on way above time. And now Mayor Norton does the right thing and calls for another special called meeting to come and do nothing else but pay the bills and to do the business of the city with Mr. McCorkle. And we can't do that tonight. And it just aggravates me to death. And I hope every one of y'all continue to do what you do. And I know some of y'all are more vocal than others. But I can tell each and every one of you, when I said this job right here, because I saw things that were happening, and I wanted to get back. I wanted to come back to help what I can. And now more than ever, I promise you, I give you my word, we're going to get the city back how it's supposed to be back. For all the citizens of Fort Leavenworth, but they'll understand where we're coming from, way above and beyond report. Thank y'all for listening.
Mr. Mayor, council members, I have nothing on the agenda tonight, but I'm very concerned with something as a businessman who had a lot of activity going on in this community and have for a number of years. That Philip McCorkle and his clients have been here now.
Mr. We can't talk about it.
I'm asking, I'm not talking about them at all. I'm just using them, they're here for the second month. What can I as a businessman expect with this deadlock when I have something coming up here? What is the procedure for overcoming this thing? Because we've got millions of dollars that other investors are trying to spend in this community. And I'm surprised that somebody's lawyer hadn't raised this issue. I'm not a lawyer, I'm a developer and realtor. But I'm very concerned because I do have so much going on that when we have something that has to be voted on before we can go to a closing, what can be done? Question. Clearly, I'm sure everybody would like to have an answer from somebody. Thank you.
I just wanted to say that I've
Come on,
lived,
Miss Allen.
oh, I'm sorry. I've lived here.
Can people introduce themselves so we know who's speaking?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, come on.
I'm Sally English, and I've lived in Fort Wentworth for 53 years since I got married. And I've come to these council meetings, and I've never seen anything like we've seen at the last council meeting. Especially when 3 of the councilmen stand up there and we're doing the Pledge of Allegiance and 2 of them put their hands behind their back. Why do we need people that's not gonna stand up for our flag? That's all I wanted to say. On a total different note, I want to thank the mayor and Linda, the two that have been here, for the new trash cans. And I mean, there's some positive things going on when we can get our trash cans taken care of. So thank
I'm Jody Paul.
Louder, John.
It's on.
All right, I'm Jody Hawks. I've been in Fort Wentworth for 37 years. And I've been an advocate, I've been a pain in the butt. I can tell you that. But one thing about it, I don't give up. And tonight, this city is at a standstill because of that man sitting up there, Steve Davis. He came here from Effingham County with a lot of baggage. Nobody vetted him. When he was in the real estate business, he took $23,000 of Obama's stimulus money and was forced to pay it back. Georgia Ethics Commission fined him because he hid his real estate holdings from his campaign disclosures when he was with the state legislature. We don't need somebody like him here. He came in the back door. Transparency was hidden. Nobody knew he was coming. He doesn't have a contract. He's getting paid $40,000 more a year than Philip Claxton got. Philip Claxton was here for 17 years. His pay has not been approved by the city council. But yet he's drawing it. He has a $25,000 city credit card. Nobody approved it on this council. Not that I know of. He drives a city vehicle to and from work. We pay for the car. He's not a legal city employee at this point. He hasn't been legally hired. So what is going on in this city that we can't get this resolved? Either he's the city administrator, let him come in the right way. We didn't advertise for the position. His only interview was with Councilman Barbie at dinner at his wife's house. That's the interview. Did you see him, did you interview him, Councilwoman Smith?
Absolutely not.
Did you interview him, Mayor?
Absolutely not.
Nobody. That's required. This man has no business sitting there. He doesn't need, and he needs to get out of our city. Let our city get back to normal, the way it should be. And these three over here, two, whoever sits over there, they need to get their act together. But I want to know from this council, what are we going to do about that guy sitting up there? It's been on the news all for the last, couple months. Our city looks like a bunch of clowns are running it, which really, actually they are. 3 of them, 4 of them. We look bad. So I'm not talking about you.
I know, I'm just saying that.
Right, okay. What
Not
can you do?
attacking.
But these people need to know the truth. And that is that they're not the truth. And, he's got 8 months experience as a city administrator. He's making $40,000 more than Phil Claxton. I can't believe it. But nobody approved anything. Vouchers, he sends vouchers in to get paid without the mayor's signature on them. Nobody approves anything, he just does what he wants. It's time to stop it.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Mr. Davis.
I'm Eddie Smith. I live at 828 Barnsley Road. I'm fed up with this stuff, this city stuff. I've been hearing it through my wife for months, and it's breaking my heart. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way of doing something. This city needs to start doing it the right way. This man, I don't know him from Adams. I only know what I've heard about him. But I do understand that he wasn't hired legally. He wasn't vetted or whatever you call it, and he wasn't checked on. If they would have done that and he was okay, that's fine with me. But from what I'm hearing, he doesn't have any experience in the field. Now, that's got to be handled. It's not my job to do it, except the people need to vote.
Amen.
You got 2 years, I think, the next election. Talk to people, push it, and vote these people out of here.
Anybody else?
Well, I'll say that, I think Jody Hawk said it is 4-2, basically 4-2. But there's a right way and there's a wrong way. And Mr. Davis, if he had come in the right way, then that would be okay. We have to accept it. But coming in through the back door and being back there in that corner and waving his hand and saying, yeah, I'm here, and then getting voted in, basically they met, decided who they were going to have here, and then voted him in, added it to the agenda, and voted him in, and myself and Mr. Herron and Mayor Norton knew nothing about it. Nothing. It come as a shock to us. And he got voted in. That is wrong. That is wrong. Now, if Mr. Davis had to come in and filed his application and we'd have interviewed him, and then even though he didn't meet the qualifications or whatever, and they decided they still wanted him, by George, he'd have got voted in and it'd have been the right way. But the way he came in was wrong. I have no respect for the way he came in. None. And I think Mr. Davis knows I have no respect. I'm surprised, just like I said, when it happened, that he would want to come in this way. I was surprised. If anybody had integrity, they would want to come in the right way.
Anybody else? Someone else. Sir, you remove your hat, please. I love your hat, but thank you.
That's what I was raised up on.
I understand.
J.P. Robinson, 225 Grant Road. Now, I've heard Mr. Hawk say that he's not here legally. I heard Mr. Hawk say that he's writing checks. Am I correct on that? All right. Once the checks are written and they're not signed by you, what happened to them? Do the bills get paid without your signature on it? It does. Then that's wrong, right? So what are we gonna do about it?
Hey, believe me, I'm trying to do something about it, sir.
Well, that's all. Want you to do something about it.
Look, I tried to do it by the book, sir,
Right.
and this was really a curveball to me.
Well,
I'm
if it's
not
curveball, you need
convinced
to do something about it.
Yes, sir.
You know, and the thing about it is that he's sitting up there thinking everything is all right.
No, he's not.
He's not. I'm a good character of what I see in the field. good character thing. So we need to get together. Now, my next question is, I want to see two councilors. Councilman Jones, Councilman Smith. So how are we going to conduct business tonight? We're not. So this is just a speak out session right here. Well, we can't have this all the time. We can't have this all the time. If nothing is getting done, then we need to do something. All the people in Fort Worth sitting right here tonight we want some answers if we can. You know, don't let us leave here tonight expecting nothing. Now, when is the next council meeting?
21st?
21st?
That's a Tuesday. We normally have them on Thursday,
Right.
but that's a Tuesday.
That's right, we got the big week up in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Linda won't be there.
Let me ask the question, are we gonna be still looking at the same two councils?
Hoping not.
Well, I hope not. Because this is ridiculous. Grown people aren't supposed to be acting like children. We need to do something about it.
There was one person, I will tell you this, one person was going to be absent, and that caused everybody else to be absent. That's wrong. And many times, we have had council meetings with, let's say for instance, Ms. Johnson. She was absent several times last year. And we continue to have meetings. But, and I have an emergency, by the way. I have a brother that is not doing well in Atlanta, Georgia. And, but I am here for this meeting. And, you know, people have emergencies.
Oh, yes.
But you don't stop business.
No, you don't, you don't.
You continue on.
Right.
And because one person was absent, they're all choose to be absent. One says, I concur every time he turns around. You know, I concur.
That's what we call a political answer.
Yes.
That's what it is. Well, we can't do business like that, y'all.
No, we can't.
Okay, so something has got to change.
Yes, thank you.
Hoorah.
All right. Because there were some questions asked earlier. By the way, Phil Jones was our city administrator. We were not looking for another city administrator. When this guy was brought in, Mr. Phil was still our city administrator. They voted on him and voted for Phil to be a consultant with the same vote. Didn't even separate the vote. But what I want to tell you is, I've been here 2 years. We've worked hard for the stuff that we've done. Minehart Road's been paved. We're trying to have solutions to the flooding in the old town. We're going to get the lights back on the viaduct. They should have been replaced when they replaced the viaduct, but that didn't happen. Other things we've done, we're trying to get the Bonnie Bridge project going, and we're waiting on Southern Railroad to help us with that, to get the permit to go across their land. The Houlihan boat ramps are going to be repaired this year, and the boat ramp's going to be given to the city of Fort Worth, thanks to International Paper. And a lot of roads have been improved. We got business coming to the city, and it's going to create some jobs. And Phil's done a great job. Phil is a very smart man, and like I say, we weren't looking for a city administrator. I don't know how this got to where it's at, but I want to say one more thing. When I ran for office, I was up there with Ms. Johnson, Mr. Harvey, Sherry Dow, and Paul Fox. We all ran together. And the night that I won the election, I spoke to WTOC News, and I said, I just want you people to know that if you voted for Tim Holbrook, that I'm going to support you too. I'm going to help you too, everything I can. I mean, it's one city, it's not two cities. And we've just got to put our differences aside and do the right thing for the city. And that's why I ran for mayor. I was 2 years old when my parents moved out here. And I love this town. And I love the people in it. And I don't care if you live at the F&M County line or you live at the Garden City line, I still love it. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just telling you, and that's all I need to say tonight. Anyone else want to speak before I close it out?
I just want to add one thing.
Jody, come up.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that when Mr. Davis was hired, one of the first things he did was fire 2 people. Okay, that have been here a long time, Chief Libby and Cheryl Davis. He doesn't have the authority to do that, only mayor and council does. Besides the fact he's not the legal city administrator, Mr. Jones is. That's gonna cost the city tremendous amount of money in a lawsuit by these 2 individuals for illegal termination. For illegal termination. That's his fault. That's these 4 people, the 4 people over here's fault. They got involved in it. So the city's gonna wind up getting their butt sued because of illegal termination of 2 city employees, 2 very good city employees. That's wrong. We didn't want them fired. The only reason they were fired, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, is Councilman Barbie had a run-in with Cheryl Davis over something I asked for, an open records request. Chief Libby was fired because Debbie Johnson don't like him. He was told to fire him. He's not a city administrator, he's a puppet. He's going to get us in a lot of trouble. And the other thing is, I still don't know why you took a police computer when you're not authorized. You didn't answer me last time, you're going to try to answer me this time?
Anyone else before we close?
Doug Tomlinson, 22247. For all the people out here, anybody that lives on the north side, even us, call the city council people, ask them why they weren't at the meeting and they put this city in peril. We have business to do here, not only city business, but business with other individuals that are here again tonight from the last meeting. And it's really embarrassing. I've been here 9 years. I love this city. I'm not moving out of this city. And they're making us the laughing stock of the nation. The paper's been good to us. But other than that, call them up. Get their phone numbers. Call them up.
All right, before we adjourn, I just want to say God bless everybody here and apologize to the ones that come here to do business. It didn't happen. I'm very sorry about that. We need to get a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Get a second.
Hey, you know, you're lucky. You're lucky. I didn't ask the police to run you away with
Get out, girl, get out.
Since